I think you guys know exactly what time it is. It's migration time, baby. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another Rise of Kingdoms gameplay episode from your very own Shappy Gaming. And it's Migration Day. It has been a long time coming. I've been waiting to leave 3265 for probably the last month, maybe the last half a month. And it's finally here. The time has come. KVK is officially over. It's officially over. And there's a 2-day immigration period. This used to be 3, but it looks like there is a 2-day immigration period. And it's done. This is what it is. It's time. We are an S+ KVK. Immigration has begun. The leaderboards are locked. I'm not on them, which doesn't surprise me. I got my conversion stones. If you guys watched my previous video, I'll link it on the top right side of the screen for you. That was the main thing I was sticking around for, was I wanted to be able to come in here and convert some of these armaments. I got my 10 conversion stones. I'm ready to go, guys. And I just want to say, first off, thank you to 3265. This was an absolutely amazing adventure. I will miss this kingdom. It is dissolving, but I wish everyone that was in this kingdom with me a wonderful, wonderful time. Now let's get down to brass tacks. This migration thing. How am I doing it? How should you do it? Things to keep in mind. So, how did I plan out this migration? Well, you guys know I got zeored. That's linked on the top right side of your screen. You can go check it out. But what you might not know is after getting zeored, I actually trained a ton. And not only did I train a ton, but I trained a ton and was able to win the now or never speed up event because I needed to train. And if you are in a situation like I am, where you know you have to keep your power below 60 million, train T4. Because T4 is significantly less power than T5. You can get a lot more troops, which means you can kill barbarians and still do all your chaining. And when you then migrate to your new kingdom, you can actually upgrade those T4 for an event like pre-KVK or Game of Power or anything like that. And it's remarkably cheaper to get a lot more power for not a lot of speed ups or resources. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2, take equipment off of your commanders. Simple enough, right? I could take off more equipment right now and then actually train more. I already started my training boost during a training alliance mobilization event. That worked out really well for me. I suggest you guys do the same thing. See if you could get a buff. With this new KVK, you can also get a rune to summon of your own, and you can get Duke. So definitely do that and take advantage of these hospitals. Now, one thing you'll also notice is you may have watched my I Got Zeroed video, and now you're looking at my hospital, and you're like, I don't understand. What am I looking at? Well, in that video, there was not as many T5 here. And actually, one of the things I did is I swapped out my T4 in the hospital for T5. Again, because I wanted more troops and less power. And so this lets you bring more T5 from one kingdom to another without bumping up your passport costs. Now, I would also be remiss if I didn't call out that you could migrate within your KVK. I'm not doing it, but the immigration cost at my current power is only 15 passports, which is half the cost that I'm going to be spending to migrate to 2098. So if you have a kingdom that is in your KVK that you really want to go to, this is a pretty good way to do it. That's not what I'm doing, but it's a pretty good way to do it if you want. Last but not least, we have our inscription shop. You guys know how it goes. I got my Otark testimony, and one thing I really do need to buy here is actually Onslaught, because we're going to be swapping out my Pulverize. Yeah, that's it. We're going to be swapping out my Pulverize armament on my Baichi, because I don't like that Pulverize is not a guarantee. It's only a 10% chance. So let's swap this out real quick. Okay, swap this out for Onslaught. Retaliatory. There we go. Onslaught. There we go. And boom. Perfect. So we made that quick little swap there. And that's really mostly all I had to do. Now, a couple other tips that I'm going to leave for you guys if you're trying to figure out how to migrate right now. Again, you can remove equipment and reset talents for your commanders. That's a great tip. If you come in here, you'll see you have commander power here. In theory, I could cut some of this commander power, maybe 1 million, just by pulling different pieces of equipment off my commanders. I don't need to do that at this point, but if you're trying to cut power, that's a great way to do it. I also have another video that talks about a lot of this stuff, which I'll link on the top right side of your screen for you, which goes into some more depth on some of it. Also, as you guys know, I did optimize all of my deads here. One of the things that we're going to test is during this immigration period, will I still get this 10% back or not? Also, for the resources, am I getting 10% or 15? We'll have to figure it out. I think that's some of the interesting things that we're going to find out here as we finish this KVK and look to migrate. So overall, I've had a blast. I started my boosts. I've got a bunch of troops going. I also do recommend, if you guys are VIP 17, if you come down to the bottom of your VIP shop, you can buy these level 6 reserves. I did it because I had the resources and I have a ton of gems right now. It's up to you. Really, it comes down to comfortability if you want to do it or not. Another thing I recommend is if you have friends in the kingdom, drop your resources on those friends. And of course, can't forget the most important part, which is come in to your commanders here. Come into your commanders and go to your gathering commanders. While you're here, spend your gold on the things that you would never spend your gold on. Go in and refine these pieces to make it so they are crit, so that when you gather in the new kingdom, you're gathering with the best stuff that you can. So I have done some of that. There's a couple pieces that I probably still do want to refine or craft. My bigger issue is actually crafting, because I don't have that many of these blueprints. And if I come down to the forge section of those, I probably do want more. And so it's this weird spot where, like, I could do it or I could not. But at the end of the day, we're just going to have to figure it out. I've already done this for the most part, but you can see I only have 5 blueprints total, and I have it already equipped on 3 commanders for that. So I'm not going to be going ahead and doing that. Ideally, I could craft it. I don't have the materials, but you could also just refine your normal equipment. I did come in here earlier, and I did actually refine some of this because I wanted to make sure that it was the best it could be. And I'll actually do it right now too, because why not? So let's go ahead and do the Scepter of the Forest Guardian, because I have 3 of these. And again, 3 are already equipped. So let's do this. And actually, I'll transfer some resource from my farm onto this account. Now, another thing you're going to want to do, if you have a farm in the kingdom you are leaving, drop resources on that farm, because you want to make sure that your farm has all of your training centers level 25, your alliance center ideally level 25, and all of your techs for gathering are maxed out. So let's drop some of these resources over onto this farm of mine. There goes New Chappie. There we go. We can drop some of this stone on here as well. And now we can talk about the kingdom that I am going to. So where am I heading to? I'm sure you guys are all wondering. I am heading to Kingdom 2098. Why am I heading to Kingdom 2098, you might ask? Well, what I was looking for in a kingdom was a low A seed, so a kingdom that is ideally not fighting Mega Imperiums, that has a good winning KVK record, and has good leadership. Well, if you look at this kingdom, you will notice they have a spectacular KVK record, which hopefully will continue when I'm there, because I really need some Otarks. And they have a really good leadership team. And this kingdom has also been in the Osiris League Season 7 finals, and they were in the Season 8 semifinals, which is awesome. So really, really exciting stuff. I'm pumped about this kingdom. I think that there's a lot of potential. I'm really excited to be joining these folks. You can already see that their win streak speaks for itself. They know how to get into these good KVKs and win them. And the requirements for contribution are pretty fair. Their KVK requirements, and this is flexible depending upon the KVK, but if you're 80 to 89 million power, you need 20 million kills and 1.6 million deads. If you're 90 to 99 million power, you're 25 million kills and 1.8 million deads. I'll drop the migration Discord in the description if you want to come learn more. But I'm super excited about this KVK and this kingdom. And we're about to register. I think we're going to do the new crystal tech again. Migration is closing on the 17th, so just be prepared for that as well. But all of that is super exciting. I'm going to transfer the last bit of my res here and refine that scepter, and then we will head out. We did it. We went ahead. We cleaned up all of my equipment. You can see my resources are all gone. There's nothing left to do here, guys. It's time to move on to the next kingdom. If you're as excited as I am about this journey, drop a like below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because this is a huge next step in everything that we are going to be doing with the Shaffy Gaming channel. So I hope that you guys are pumped, and hopefully we can get just a couple wins here. That would be really nice. You know, I'm really excited about 2098. I'm excited to get some KVK wins. It's about time. It looks like I meet most of the requirements here. We're just waiting for the cap to be opened, and it should be opened in just a second, and then we can head over to our new home. There it is. It's open. It's time to go. Let's head on over. There's our 30 passports. No wait. Holy cow. Wow. I've been in 3265 since October, and now I'm in a new home. I am in a new home. Now, a quick tip. Don't check your monument when you first land. Make sure you join the best alliance that you possibly can. They will accept you, hopefully fairly quickly, and close your game, restart your game, then check the monument. You should get a bunch of gems. One piece that I almost missed. We do, in fact, get our 15% resources back, which I was a little concerned about. So it is 15% that we do get back, and we get them in the new kingdom, which is amazing. So that's awesome. We just did that. And for our dead troops, it looks like we're getting the 50% instead of the 60%. So just keep that in mind if you are leaving. I'm a little bit bummed about this. I was hoping for the 60%, but such is life. We'll do okay. But just wanted to share that. I was about to end the video, and then I saw this, so I thought I would give you guys a shout. Thank you all. If you've enjoyed, be sure to drop a like on this video. Hit that subscribe button right over there, bottom right-hand corner, and see you guys later. Shappy out.